Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round I got in the newly buffed GP00 Blossom. They gave it a pretty decent overhaul. All of its weapons cool down faster, including its radar pulse system, which MPIWS, I have no idea how you would even begin to pronounce that. But yeah, and they also upped the damage on the level 2 of its discharge beam from its cannon. So yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, the pulse system now lasts for 40 seconds and takes 20 to recover, so that is not bad. And yeah, like I said, just everything was generally overhauled. It did not get a resist move or anything like that, but is pretty solid otherwise. So let's see. So far so good. We've gotten a couple of kills at 500, and the enemy team has not. There is a fellow support just charging the long beam rifle while I hopefully get into a good position to fire. Just waiting to not hit allies, and there we go. And that was enough. So yeah, like I said, I like it. Feels pretty good. It's it's decent. Brain is gone. It's kind of early in the morning. I did not remember to record a video for today last night, so yeah, brain gone as usual. Just took out, I think, a G-Quux, and let's see. That is a not sure which one that is, but it's down. Oh, Galbaldi Beta, high mobility type, I believe. Now, though, yeah, there is something behind me that hits really hard. Oh, it's a Psycho Zaku Mark II. Yeah, I'm dead. Because, yeah, that thing, that is not a thing you want to fight with any support if you can help it, but, yeah, especially when it's directly behind you. It just, I should have turned to look sooner, because there's no way I was going to outrun that. Let's see. We still got a good lead, though. The team is keeping together very well, which means I know exactly, where to spawn in, which is always nice. I gave it a second because I wanted to make sure my iframes would get me through the support fire, and they have done. And yeah, the shoulder beams are really strong, and they reduce the heat consumption, so you can fire more shots from them without overheating them. So, and the Vulcans are pretty good too, as you can see. So, yeah, I like it, and I am repeating myself way too much, but oh well. Didn't manage to sneak in the kill there. I was trying, but there is, I forget which Gaza that is. I want to say G. It's E, F, or G. I can't be. The C and D are the only ones I can keep straight. Honestly, the rest is just, yeah. Well, it managed to stun me, but not before I did 3,000 damage, which is pretty solid. And I should have tackled there, but did not. It is, let's see, since it seems to have 2-hit melee, probably the general, which I think is the G at this cost. Might be the F. I'm, like I said, terrible with the MSV Gazas. It's just the first two that I am particularly, that I actually know from having seen them in the animation. Apparently, there was a really nice G-Quux presentation at Anime Expo. Sadly, nothing new was announced. There'd been rumors that there was a movie coming, and boy, I wish there was, but besides the beginning movie that's already been out, I don't think there is anything. And there's that Psycho Zaku again. That said, though, yeah, I'm not dissatisfied, but I would love to have more of that at some point. I mean, a compilation movie in the future is not ruled out, certainly, because it took 20 years for Zeta Gundam to get it, so you know it's still possible. And they, you know, anyway, mind is wandering, and I picked the worst time and place to spawn back in. I am glad we have basically a 2-1 lead because yeah, I am about to give up some points here because there's really nothing I can do 5-on-1, especially with Psycho Zaku Mark II on the in front. If I had shot there instead of activating my radar pulse, I might have been able to do something about it, but Yeah, I just sent sorry because yeah, that was dumb, and I got killed. And let's see, we are we've got 3 minutes left. That's not bad. I also have a video from this week's new situation battle. I will probably run tomorrow. No guarantees. If I get something I like more between then and now, or now and then, however that goes. Uh, I really shouldn't record at 3:30 in the morning, but that's, I also don't like missing days, so here we are. The charging the Garrowbee, that did 4,700 damage. I was hoping to hit both targets, but I think one of them was already behind the building, so. But I did more damage than I otherwise would have. Okay, that is. I recorded this before the Castfall Gundam was live, so that's got to be either the standard Gundam or the prototype. Since I have advantage, it is the standard Gundam. And it's down, and I have been hit by a stray G-Quux, which, yeah, everybody is going to go after that, and I'm just going to try and just, yeah, waiting for an opening so I don't knock over or stun my whole team, hopefully. Oh, perfect. Perfect, but it is a fast-moving suit and got a little farther. I did manage the kill shot, though, so I'll take it. Yeah, there was something else that did get announced that I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, for anybody else who likes the Gundam military generation figures, they did just announce Kai in his pilot suit and Rambaral getting a second release in his. So yeah, that's good news as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, 5,400, not bad. I think I may have gotten number 3 killed, and apologies if so. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping these will be in the new, they should be in the new lower price point. We should not be looking at the like Cooker's Dome price point anymore. Crunchyroll has him and his goat marked down to $55, and that's just still way too much. But like $20 a figure, 25 even, I can probably justify to myself because they're really nice figures. I don't I don't know how much new molding Rambaral needed. I think they had a Xeon pilot suit body that would work for him already. Kai, definitely they had a Federation pilot body that will work. But, new head sculpts, both helmeted and unhelmeted for both. Got the Gundam there. We are still maintaining the lead, so that's fine. But yeah, I am just happy to see GMG get more stuff. They have enough parts that they could do some other characters and things. We could easily get the rest of the white base crew without any effort with the, not without any effort, but with not too much excess effort with the parts that are available. So we'll see what happens, but I'm just, happy to see the line is alive. And that is the round, and I wound up with top score at 5750 out of 1500. I was out damaged by the prototype Zeta X1, but that's fine. But I managed 10 and 4 and 103,000 damage, so I am not upset. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so the changes. It got another 1,000 hit points at level 1, which is what I was running, incidentally. It went from 16,000 to 17,000. Upper levels got more as well. Got the, what is apparently just standard at this point, 3 extra slots. It went from 12 close, 11 mid, long range 13 to 13, 12, 14. At level 2, it got more 5 points of range attack boost, so it went from 35 to 40. At level 2, it also gets its force injector level 1 goes to level 2. Waist special cushioning went up a level from level 2 to level 3, so if you get hit in that giant core fighter skirt, it will take less damage. Precision analysis system level 1 got adjusted to level 3, so when your radar is active, you will actually get more of a damage bonus. I think the whole team does, in fact, but don't quote me on that. The long range beam rifle went from 1900 to 2000 damage at level 1. Overheat time got shortened by 3 seconds, went from 15 seconds to 12. Weapon switching time went down, so that's good. The Vulcans gained 50 meters of range, went from 150 to 200. They do more build stun, and they got 15 points of power at level 2, going from 105 to 120. All pretty good. The shoulder beam guns did get their heat rate reduced. It was 15% a shot, now it's 13, and higher build stun. The discharge version of the rifle now only overheats for 25 seconds instead of 30. It only takes 3 seconds to charge instead of 4. And at level 2, it does an extra 50 damage per tick, going from a damage rating of 750 to 800. But yeah, the sub-weapon radar now lasts longer and only overheats for 20 seconds instead of 25, so should be more uptime overall for sure. In terms of stats, it was definitely in need of some help, especially at level 2. The level 1, the win rate average for supports is 500, or 50% at cost 500. No, they do not win 500% of the time. I wish, but rival win rate is 47.6% on average. It was at 41. It was down about 8,000 damage. It's doing 58k versus the almost 66k that is average for supports. Average MS loss for supports is 3.1 at 500. It was at 3.3. The numbers at 550 at the level 2 were a little bit more dire. The average support win rate, or the average win rate across supports, I should say, at 550 is 50.5%. So just very slightly more often than not, supports be on the winning team. However, the GP00 at level 2 was at 40.7 before the buffs. Likewise, rival wins among supports at 550, 47.7% on average, and the GP00 is at 34.9. Yeah, that's not good. It was also like 17,000 damage below the average. Average is 72k. It was at 55. And yeah, MS loss average is 3, and it was at 3.2. So yeah, definitely needed an overhaul. I like how it feels. It does some really good damage. So hopefully, I wouldn't have said no to a resist move. I would, to be honest, I'd like resist move to be like standard to everything at this point, and then everything subsequently can get emergency evasion controller for the iframes above that. But that's just me. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, and like I said, it runs well.